Hello and welcome to whatever I will call this at some point. My name's Davrock and I have found something peculiar in the new patch of Lords of the Fallen. And it's not only me who has found it, it's many people of Reddit, Twitter, and Twitch who has done collective work. And I'm putting out a guide, I guess? A little something for you enjoyers of Lords of the Fallen of 2023. So, no, that's not the one. So, yesterday there was a new patch for Lords of the Fallen, and it introduced a new quest line called The Way of the Bucket. And if you go to full details on Reddit or read the patch note, nope, that's not the one again. It says, and let me just do that. Similar to our Halloween event, Season of the Bleak, today's update brings it with the Way of the Bucket, a new and mysterious quest line which, upon completion, grants a reward of truly indeterminate value. Seek guidance in the words below. When time came to do or die, they emerged from their throes with meager improvisation, spreading such desperate blows. Should you as well seek meaning in these humble souls' disguise, don makeshift twin attire and find the one that lies. Salute, attest, and once more show honor to their semblance, and you'll amass the sincere gifts of one held in remembrance. Yet hoard not without measure, show mutual regard, for greed amongst the downtrodden is seen as truly marred. So, what is that all about? Huh? Well,
Is a bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
yes, there is indeed more. So, it's a quest line to get something covetous that is connected to a bucket. So, let's go in. First step is get buckets. The first way to get a bucket is to create a condemned character and drop it off for your other character via multiplayer, or just start off as a condemned and have a bucket. The other way is to find a bucket on Pilgrim's Perch. Well, we'll go to that as we go. Well, you don't need a bucket to plus 10, but I did grade it to plus 10 because I've actually completed a playthrough with a broken bucket. Stop it. So first step, get the bucket. Second step is connected to a gesture called the Bucket Lord Salute. I already have it. It looks like this. And this is the location to get it. You go here. It's right outside Skyrus Bridge. You drop down here. You drop down here, and here in amidst buckets and barrels and whatnot, there will be an item from this person with a bucket on their head. It's called the Bucketman's or Bucket Lord's Salute. And here we are, getting to the next step. The next step is, like the riddle says, don makeshift twin attire and find the one that lies. Hello, gentlemen. I'm making a video here. Would you please kindly retire from life? Thank you. So, yes, don makeshift twin attire. You might think, as I thought and spent like an hour and a half farming, that you need Abiding Defender set. That is over here. No, that's not the case. The makeshift twin attire that is referred in the riddle is actually the buckets, because they are a makeshift weapon and they are twinned. They are a fist weapon. So all you need is a pair of buckets that you have by default. I only held one right now because I have no idea how to switch these on keyboard. That's fine. Anyway, all you need there is a Bucket Lord Salute and a bucket. go to step 3. Step 3 is simply find the Bucket Lord and salute him. So the riddle says, salute, attest, and once more show honor to their semblance. After you don the makeshift to an attire and find the one that lies. Finding the one that lies is another red herring because there are many characters in this game that lie to you. Outright lie. But there's one that just lies, as in laying around. And he is actually used to be a corpse on which you just find the bucket and the condemned set. But now he's an NPC. So step 3 is you use emotes in this particular order. First, you go greeting. Then you go either pointing forward, pointing downward, or agreeing. And then you go Bucket Lord salute. It won't do anything for me right now, right here. Because I've already done the quest step. But for you, so let's repeat. Greeting, pointing downward, Bucket Lord salute. With buckets equipped as your main weapon. That should bring you to the pride of the Bucket Lords has been reaffirmed. It will only pop up once, so don't miss it. Afterwards, there will be a really long and tiresome journey that you've already done if you have beaten the game. Oh, obviously, all of the spoilers, I forgot. I'll put it in the description or name or something. But yeah, the step number 4 is actually going to get these Pride of the Bucket Lords items. So when you trigger the quest step that says the Pride of the Bucket Lords is reaffirmed, every human boss sinner or secondary boss, not remembrance bosses, the big ones that have all their boss weapons, etc., but the little ones, the mini bosses, pardon, the sinner bosses that are shown here will have in their arena, if you have beaten them, or after you've beaten them, a Pride of the Bucket Lords. So with that item, I cannot show it right here to you as well because, well, I've got the quest step already going, but this is how the item looks. And for instance, if we go right here and climb these stairs again, if we go towards the first one of them, the list is taken from Life. You can find it, and there are also handy videos of every mini boss encounter and where to find them in the game. So yeah, after you drop down here, for instance, should be able to survive it from Umbral. Yeah, fine. So this is the first sinner mini boss that you've encountered, right? The Sister Martyr. She's over here, Scorched Sister Delith. Over here, after you've done with the step 3, will be a bucket called the Pride of the Bucket Lords. It will be in your quest items. So, somewhere over here, in the quest upgrade materials, down to the bottom over here in this very, very last slot of quest upgrade materials, there will be Pride of the Bucket Lords. Again, OBS is silly. So yes, done with step 3, come here. There will be a Pride of the Bucket Lords. And then you go around collecting 4. And only 4 of those quest items. So for instance, you go Scorched Sister Delith, then Gentle Gaverus, who is the Mistress of Hounds, who is just right around the corner, then the Sacred Resonance of Tenacity, who is above, and Pilgrim's Purge, and then Crimson Rector Percival. And after that, when you get 4, you get back the man in question, the bucket lord, right? So you get bucketed when you have the 4 items. You get back to the bucket lord, and you speak to him again in the same manner. You repeat the emotes, and then you talk to him, and there will be a dialogue option to give pride of the bucket lords. After that, he will give you the first part of the bucket set, the bucket lord shoes, which look like so. Yeah, they look quite silly. It's okay. After that, you repeat the step 4, and again get the next 4 of the bosses: Ruiner, Infernal Enchantress, Skin Stealer, and Kinranger Guardian Fallart, which are in what is it? Fitzroy's Gorge, Depot, Mines, and then Kinranger, the ice area. And then again, you come back here, hand in 4 and only 4 quest items. Why is it important that I bring up 4? Well, because if you give him 5 items, or if you have in your inventory 5 items, he will stop talking to you. He will just straight up ignore you. And why is that? Well, because the riddle here says, you'll amass the sincere gifts of one held in remembrance, yet not hoard without measure, show mutual regard. For greed amongst the downtrodden is seen as truly marred. So this means if you go over a certain measure, which is 4, because you only need 4 buckets realistically, 2 on your head, 2 on your legs, 2 on your hands, then the bucket lord will see you as a greedy bastard and will ignore you. So yes, after you've done 1 hand in, get riddle out of here. After you've done the riddle once and handed in 1 set of buckets, go back, get 4 and only 4 of those quest items, get back to the bucket lord, and he will reward you with the second piece, which is the bucket lord helm. After you've done this, there are still 4 more buckets to get. And these will be Ravenna, Abiding Defenders, which are the twin bosses at the Manse, a Blessed Carrion Knight Sanisho, who is the mini-boss before entrance of Tower of Penance, and Abbess Ursula, who is before the Abbey of the Sisters. After you get these 4, you again come here, don these Bucket Lord shoes, helm, and bucket, talk to the NPC, point the emotes, and he will give you the next quest step, which will say, seek gold amidst the flames. So let's do that real quick. Step 5. Seek gold amidst the flames. So step 4, you got it, right? You've got it now. I've repeated it enough. You only get 4. If you get 5, he bails on you. He even goes as far as to help a boss encounter. So he will invade your world while you are in a boss encounter and will be your enemy after that. But anyway, after you've done all this with the bosses and you've handed 12 buckets in total in 3 goings, you seek gold amidst the flames. This actually took us very long. This actually took all the people who have been looking for the buckets very long, but we found it. What you do is you progress from the alehouse. So you go to the alehouse vestige, which is called vestige of Lydia the Numb Witch. Right. You progress from there to this area, jump down, roll down all of these. I might as well put some armor on, because Ruiner might not be glad to see me. So you go down, go through all of these, past the Ruiner, go to this little elevation section, and there will be a new room open after you've done the quest step correctly. And the room is full of buckets. Some of these buckets are golden, some of these buckets are iron, and there will be an item, and the item is a gilded bucket, which scales S+ of strength and agility, and does physical damage as well as 46 holy, fire, and water damage, or wither damage, sorry, when you grade it to +10. It grades with regular old Duralium chunks, and it looks awesome. There is a secret attack that I'm not going to show in this video, and it also brings some bling to the Lords of the Fallen. Finally, we get some sweet, sweet Lords of the Fallen fashion. Well, in form of a bucket. But that's fine. So yeah, that was the video. If you want to see the whole process, I'll link below the Reddit thread that also repeats all of this. Happy hunting for the golden buckets or the gilded buckets. It kinda doesn't one-tap enemies, but so do not the other buckets. But it will probably be fun in PvP because of the combo attack. That is a secret. And there we go. Another quest line solved. Thank you ever so much for watching, and before I go, another thing. Huge thanks to Timoton, Meadow Del Rey, SquadCammander 354, Tax369, Overcloaked Exo, Bloodborne, CI Games, everybody who views this video, and that's it. Have a good one. Bye bye.